Hey, what up everyone? I'm Cool, and this is EverQuest Project 1999. And today we are back in Upper Guck. Let me fix this mic a little, sorry. Back in Upper Guck. Going towards the Ghoul Lord. So, this is what it looks like where we're pulling to. Bunch of Frogloks. They're blue. Last time we mostly just made our way here. From the entrance of Upper Guck to the banners right before the Ghoul Lord. So I'm about to show you where he spawns. This is the room right outside where he spawns. EverQuest Project 1999, by the way, green server, Dark Elf Necromancer, level 34, 35, something like that. Hopefully we will see what exact level I am. Not sure why it's pausing like this. What's going on here? It's like frozen for a second. What is this? Oh, there he goes. So he doesn't spawn there. It's not the first left. It's this one right here, where that shaman pet is. Right on the wall where that shaman pet is. That's where the Ghoul Lord spawns, who drops Ghoulbane, which is a paladin-only sword that's worth, like, up to 500 plat. That's what yeah, don't want to give away any spoilers, almost did there, but, like 500 plat sword. Everything here is blue. I'm around level 34, 35, green server, all that. Badger is a druid, and he's level 40 here. So, like a 34, 35 necro and a level 40 druid at the main boss of Upper Guck, the Ghoul Lord. There may be more desirable camps, such as the Ancient Crocodile, but this is like the second most desirable camp and the main boss of the dungeon, so pretty cool. This is the main area. Like, if you see this, you're in the right spot. That's like the main area outside of the Ghoul Lord's spawn, little tiny spawn room. I don't know what's back in the very back there, but I know what's in the two left rooms, because that's where we were mostly looking. But we're going to pull to here, and I don't know if we'll see the Ghoul Lord, per se, in this video or not. I've got like 2 hours worth of footage, and I'm making parts out of it, so you saw part 1 already. If you haven't, then I'll try to link it at the end of this video, part 1. So you can go ahead and forward to the end of the video, and you'll be able to find it, or you can easily find it on my channel. It was like 3 days ago. So make sure you watch that first. I mean, you don't have to. It's just us going from Upper Guck entrance to this spot here, which is when you start to see the banners. But it's kind of hard to get here, so, you know, I'd recommend maybe watching that if you want to know how to get to the Ghoul Lord, which I think is a pretty good camp for people around level 40 if you want to make some plat. You could farm Ghoulbane, and around level 35 probably good for experience. So, I mean, if you had a full group, you'd probably want to be like level 32, 33. But if you're just like a duo, a couple level 35s could probably handle it. Maybe 36, 37, something like that. And then if you're like 40, 41, 42, you could probably come here and make some plat. Like, I'm thinking about coming back here on my 44 necro, which in real life, that's what level I am right now. Level 44, so that's how far behind this is. Which really, in all reality, it's not that far. Like, I made this video, like, what, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. So I'm like 44 right now, and in this video I was at the lowest 34, but I could be like up to 35, 36, and we'll see though. I saw some spells in my spell book, and that's how I identified my level in the last video, and that's the way I knew I was at least 34, just based on some spells there. But what I was going to do is look up maybe the Ghoul Lord on the wiki and read about that as we sit here and clear. We're just pulling all the mobs beforehand. That way, you know, I didn't want to invis into the room where he spawns and then uninvis, and then we have 3 or 4 things on us immediately. And we weren't, you know, we weren't sure. Maybe we'd have something run. I think the safe way to do it is like start here and then clear all the way to the boss in the PH. Like, that was the way my brain was wanting to do it at the time, so that's how we did it. Of course, we could have maybe invised into the room, burned something down, made sure it didn't run, rooted something, made sure the next thing didn't run, killed it, and then killed the rooted thing. Like, we probably could have done that, but there's also a secret room in the Ghoul Lord room that you're not exactly seeing, where there's 1 or 2, and we didn't know that at the time, so I bet you $1 million, because it almost happens in this video. I bet you $1 million if we had invised and gone straight to the Ghoul Lord and then uninvised and tried to take everything down just in that room and been impatient about it, we would have died. Because there is an invisible room in there with like 2 more mobs. So we would have had like 5 frogs on us. I bet you. Like, only if we knew. Like, we didn't know there was an invisible room. So if we knew, maybe we could handle it and stay away from that. But we didn't know, so. But this gets pretty hairy right here. Look at all these frogs on us right here. We got 3 of them. I think they're blue to me. They might be green to him. But I think he does say that there's a couple blues down here. Even at level 40. Like, some of the highest level, like, shamans down here are high enough level to still be blue at 40. So, just be careful. We're trying to, you know, maybe root a little bit, use the pet a little bit. Kind of life tap tanking there, I think, at the moment. Yeah. These are mostly, I think, green, so it's not that big of a deal. But we do get into some trouble right here in this area, so stay tuned. It does get pretty hairy. I'll let the pet take some hits while I try to meditate. Not sure what kind of... Yeah, I got 20 mana, so definitely a good time to meditate. I always like to tell my partner or my duo or my group a little bit less than I actually have. That way, you know, because honestly, I do have 20 mana, because I'm going to save enough to gate or feign death anyway. So it might as well be the truth. But yeah, let's see. We made it through that little first battle. That was just probably a bunch of greens there. Tell my pet to sit, get his health back. Medding up a little bit here. Casting Allure of Death, which is my leech, which gives me, takes away health, but transfers it to mana. It's just as good as, I think this one is just as good. I think if that's Call of Bones. I don't know why I'm using Allure of Death. Maybe I don't have Call of Bones yet. Or maybe Call of Bones was at 39. Yeah, that's probably right, 39. Because Call of Bones is like the equivalent of Clarity. But Leech, or Allure of Death, is like Breeze. So pretty much putting Breeze on myself. Badger pulling a couple. I wonder if what they con. Not sure. I think everything past this point is pretty much blue to me. I think a little bit in this hallway area was a little bit green still, but then, like, from this point forward, I think everything is blue to me. My pet is, like, blue to me, so the stuff's probably, like, white to my pet. And Badger says, I'll heal the pet. So he's keeping an eye on the pet, which is good. If the pet goes down, that's usually the beginning of the end. Especially when I'm by myself, but, you know. Let's see here. Can I find this quickly? Let's see. Probably can. Read the wiki about the Ghoul Lord. We're just clearing out right now, making our way to the Ghoul Lord. We're really close though, so don't be you know, don't be thinking, oh, he's never gonna get there. He's gonna drag this out and make. It's because the footage is literally like, if I go down here, you can probably see for yourself. It's like an hour and a half worth of footage, like minus 3 minutes. So like an hour and 27 minutes worth of footage. I'm sure you don't want to see all that in one shot. So I'm going to make like 3 videos out of this. So this is the second video. I'm not dragging it out or anything. I just don't want to bombard you with an hour and a half video about the Ghoul Lord. Like, I'll do it in 3 parts maybe. But yeah, Ghoul Lord. I think it's an underrated camp for making plat. Everybody wants, if the Ancient Crocodile's camped, then screw it, I'm out of here. Or I'll just do the Scryer and get like 100 plat. But what about the Ghoul Lord? I think maybe he's left out. I don't know, though. You know, I don't spend all day and all night in Upper Guk, like, keeping track of what camps are camped. But I've camped the Scryer more, like, at least 5-6 times for hours. I've done this. I've done a little bit before that. Like, I've been in here, like, 10 times for, you know, 10 hours. And in all those hours, I never saw, like, oh, Ghoul Lord, Ghoul Lord, Ghoul Lord, Ghoul Lord, you know? Ghoul Lord, Ghoul Lord. That's hard to say. Try to say it, like, 10 times quick. Ghoul Lord, Ghoul Lord, Ghoul... I know. It's cringe, huh? Ghoul Lord. Had somebody... I was going to give somebody a shout-out today, because somebody said something, oh, man, I can't remember. Anakind is a cool magician that I met. Magwitch is a cool shaman that I met. Lothier is a cool necromancer that I met. Sway, obviously, Sway, who shouted me out in the video before this. Just shouting some people out. There's probably some that I talked to and said I would shout out and forgot, but I'm sorry. I met somebody outside of Befallen. Man, I can't remember the name. I probably wrote it in my notes, but we'll see. Well, I'll do a live video and I'll make sure to check out my notes. But yeah, the things you don't want to really mess with, like the shamans here are pretty tough. So watch out for shamans. What do we get here? Mesh leggings. Those are always nice. You can give them to your pet, maybe. They're only worth like a few gold, so sometimes I like to give my pet some armor, especially if it's like cloth or mesh, stuff like that. I'm not gonna give it like ring mail or bronze or stuff like that. But I don't care about like cloth and mesh and like damask. Like I'll give it to him because it does give him AC. Surprisingly, I didn't know that. I think they can only wear like the main pieces, and I've probably talked about this before, but you could give your pet like an extra 10 AC if you give them enough stuff. And I don't know about buffing. Like, put that in the comments. Can you buff your pet other than spells that are specifically for your pet? Like, I have Augment Death and Intensify Death, but I have stuff like Spirit Armor. Does Spirit Armor work on my pet? Not sure. I'm not sure. I know Augment Death and Intensify Death do because they're specifically made to cast on your pet. But do spells like armor AC buffs like Spirit Armor, does that work on my pet? I mean, I know like damage shields do because you can see those working. So why wouldn't like Spirit Armor? But I saw that debated on like the forums, like whether or not certain spells work on your pet or not, and whether or not it's a waste to cast certain buffs on your pet or not. Like I'm not sure. Like if you had a pet that casts, could you cast Clarity on it? Like probably not, but I don't know. Like what works and what doesn't. But the Ghoul Lord, race old Froglok Ghoul. Class is Shadow Knight. Level is 47. Holy crap. He's level 47? No way. I'm looking at the wrong thing, aren't I? There's no way. This says Lower Guck. Who are we going after then? Did I title this wrong? Hold on. Let me check this out. I hope I didn't. I'm gonna have to go back and change everything. What's the dude's name? Upper Guck. Ghoulbane. Upper Guck. What the heck? Now I'm like wondering here. Where's he at? Where's he at? What's his name? The Froglok Shin Lord. Okay. The Froglok Shin Lord. I'm about to go change that. Hey, you're seeing something in during a video where I'm realizing a mistake I made. It's the Shin Lord, not the Ghoul Lord. What a dummy. I've been calling it the Ghoul Lord the whole time. So anytime you heard me say the Ghoul Lord, just replace it with Shin Lord. Whoops. I'm gonna have to fix that. So I'll go back in the past video. I'll change the title to Shin Lord, and then I'll make sure to put in like the description in the comments that anytime I say Ghoul Lord, I mean Shin Lord. And then I'll have to title this one correctly. So, I'm surprised no one said anything in the comments. Race, Old Froglok. Class, Paladin. Is this where we're having trouble yet? No, we're just fighting like one here. Okay. Making sure to snare. Level 30. See, that's what, tipped it off to me. There's no way the thing we fought was level 47. So, level 30. Zone Upper Guck. AC 267, HP 1200, damage per hit 12 to 60, attacks per round 2. So it could potentially hit you for 120 in one round. The Shin Lord is a paladin, a fact which many paladins after Ghoulbane find a bit odd. He can lay hands and cast healing. His placeholders are a Froglok Shaman, a Froglok Shin Warrior, and a Froglok Shin Knight. He spawns under the torch. Beware of the Shaman. He blasts for 250 cold damage. Brings some frost resist buffs. His respawn time is 1630. I think I'd resist cold for this. Known loot. We got the Silver-Plated Bracer. That's his common drop. AC 7, save disease +5, save disease poison +5. You got Warrior, Paladin, Ranger, Shadow Knight, Monk, Bard, Rogue. And most of the races. And it only sells for 20 plat, 22 plat, something like that. So that's his common drop. That's what you don't want to get. Then we have his rare drop, which is Ghoulbane. That's what I should probably change the title to. Something about Ghoulbane. Like, after Ghoulbane or something. On the quest for Ghoulbane. On the hunt for Ghoulbane. We'll see. I made a mistake. EverQuest. Nobody knows everything about EverQuest. So, I don't feel that stupid. I never said I was like an expert at EverQuest Project 1999 or any kind of MMO. So, this is just for entertainment purposes. Ghoulbane is magic item, lore item, slot primary, skill 1 hand, slashing, attack delay 34, damage 15. Effect, dismiss undead. Combat casting time instant at level 20. It's 9.5 pounds, size large, class paladin, and then all the paladin races. And it's worth 516 plat average. Sells between 500, mostly 500. Every single person's selling it for 500. Just looks like a big two-handed sword. It doesn't look like anything special, but it does dismiss undead. Dude, I'd love to twink a paladin with that, and then get to level 20, and go wreck Befallen or Najina or something. I don't know. That'd be cool. We were talking about that the other day, me and Badger. Like, we might do a hardcore run where, you know, if you die, you erase your character type stuff, like a no-death run. And I was thinking, man, if we did like a duo no-death run, where we're allowed to twink. You know, eventually I'll do one where we can't twink, like a real no-death run. But I think for our first attempt, we'll do like a twink. And this is way in the future, like a year from now, if I'm still playing this and still doing it on my channel, blah, blah, blah. We could do 2 paladins, and both of them have Ghoulbane. And, you know, we'll twink them a little bit, not waste a ton of plat, because that's the thing. If you do a no-death challenge, and you don't twink, the only thing you lose when you die is, like, your progress and your time. Imagine if you twink this character, and then it dies, and you lose all that stuff that you twinked. You have to delete it. You're not allowed to take the stuff off it. Like, if you're gonna twink it, you're not allowed to take it off when it dies. You have to destroy everything and just kill, get rid of the whole character and all the stuff that you put on it. So, he's talking about, 60 mana, am I ready? I said, yes, I'm the same as you, but it's up to you, pretty much. So we're making our way slowly, inching our way through, and further. That's weird, the mic just died. That's not a good sign. Why is it already dying? I hope it's still on. At least it beeped for me. It's been charging like all day and all night. Why would it be dying already? That's strange. I'm gonna plug it in though, just in case, so this video doesn't get destroyed. But hold on a sec, sorry. That's strange. I wonder why it would do that. Why did it die so quickly? I'm gonna have to test that out, you know? Because I'm gonna have to do a 6-hour live stream soon, and if this thing doesn't last, it's gonna be weird. It's supposed to last for 30 hours, so we'll see. Anyway, I may want to get this video, you know, wrapped up here. I'm not sure if it's even working right now. I hope it is. Wish I could test it somehow, the mic. It made a beeping noise and then it shut off. Like, why would it do that? We're only 20 minutes in and it's been plugged in the entire time. I don't know. Somebody put in the comments. This is a brand new $150 headset. And it just turned off in the middle of a recording. After charging all day and all night. That's kind of strange to me. But fighting a shaman. I'm trying to remember to keep stuff in the frame. It's kind of hard. Because the way that I'm recording this on OBS, like the top 1.5 inches and the bottom 1.5 inches are missing. And it's easier to remember the like bottom part. But the top part, I need to be more, I need to remember. Like right now, I could, if I could angle up another inch or two, would be nice. So you guys could see what's happening instead of just seeing dead bodies in chat and me meditating and whatnot. It'd be cool if you could see like what's going on over there. Checking on my pet's health. He's got 37%. That's usually when you want to start thinking about maybe doing something about his health. Around 33, that's usually when I'm like starting to get worried about it, because it can go very quickly. That's usually my warning. Like when I click on his health and he tells me he's got around 30 something or under, even like 39 or under, that's when I start worrying a little bit, and I might jump up and see what's up. Maybe I didn't have it plugged in because I did use it this morning too. Now that I'm thinking about it, but still, honest, like how this is crazy. I only used this thing for like an hour today, max. I need something I can use every single day for like an hour or two. Not a piece of crap that's gonna, you know, most people probably only use their headset like once a week. I gotta use it every single day for like an hour at least. Sometimes longer, so hopefully this thing's built to last. I don't know though. It's already making me nervous by shutting itself off in the middle of a video. Alright, I think we got another shaman here. That's kind of... Those are the worst things to deal with down here. Besides the Shin Lord. Sorry I was calling it the Ghoul Lord for so long. Now I'm like kind of embarrassed. At least I remembered halfway through. I could have been calling it the Ghoul Lord the entire time, right? I remembered halfway through that it's not. It's the Sanamata. His exact name is the Froglok Shin Lord. That's kind of weird. It doesn't like roll off the tongue or anything. The Froglok Shin Lord. Is this where we start to get into trouble? We get into some trouble here eventually. I kind of want to, maybe we can end it when that happens. How much do we got left here? 39 minutes left of this. I wonder, like, I don't even remember, like, what's at the end of this or anything, so. I don't know. We're still kind of, practicing, testing, figuring things out, so I'm sorry if some of these aren't, like, action-packed and with, direction and, like, a goal in mind or a climax or anything. I'm sorry. It's just me, like, taking an hour and a half of footage and chopping it up into 3 parts, you know? So, sorry if it doesn't, like, have a climax or a beginning, a middle, and an end or any of that. Like, I apologize for that. I know maybe not, but it'll get better, I promise. Like, everything's slowly getting better. I can see it happening. And, by the time, you know, my Necromancer's, like, max level and everything, and we're starting on a new character, which I'm going to do a Barbarian Shaman as my alt. And I think after that I'm going to do an Enchanter. And then after that I think I'm going to do a Halfling Warrior just for funsies, like a twink. And eventually I want to do like a duo Paladin, no death twink run where you have to destroy everything. So if you give it a fungi vest or whatever it is, a mana stone or whatever, if you want to give it extra things to keep it alive, there's a major risk involved because if you die, you have to destroy everything. But yeah, I think this is where we were having trouble because I've only got less than 20 mana. I'm probably thinking about gating. Look at my pointer; it's on gate. I was super nervous, but we're kind of switching back and forth at who's taking damage here. My pet's probably super low on health, or else I wouldn't be stepping up, taking a beating like that. I'm trying to step in when I can to take a little bit of damage, you know? We're kind of trading. Like, my pet will take a little bit, Badger will take some, then I'll take some. You know, then Badger takes some, then I take some. Then Badger takes some, then I take some. So you're seeing how we're doing it here? We're using every single bar that we got. We got my health bar, my mana bar, his health bar, his mana bar, my pet's health bar. We got 5 bars, and we had to use every single ounce of those 5 bars to win. I was about to gate. I had my pointer on gate. Like, I was probably asking him, should we gate? My pet is at 9. 9. So that's crazy. And there's a spawn behind me. Like, we got into some crap right there. That's a good climax, right? That was a heavy battle. A lot of frogs. But yeah, going forward, we pretty much just you'll see in part 3. You know, there's 35 minutes or so of footage left after this. I'll make that the part 3. So look forward to that, but looks like we're going to make it through this battle. Just barely, though. I wish I could move this. I wonder if I can move it somewhere. Nah, it won't let me. You can't really see the, you guys might be able to see it, but I wanted to see the, but yeah, that was a crazy. I told him, yikes. I said, we got it. Clutch, he says. Yeah, look at all them frogs, though. There's at least 1, 2, 3. I don't know if that Ton Shaman was involved, but, it was a good 4 or 5, frogs there, like, all at once. I said, yeah, that was a nice use of all our bars. Yep, as I was just saying. I don't know, I like that. Talk about how many bars. Like, a Necro has the most bars. You know? Necro has his health, his mana, and his pet's health. That's 3 bars, and we use all of it. Like, a warrior literally has 1 bar. His health. Like, a druid has 2 bars. His health and his mana. But pet classes, especially Necros, have the health, the mana, and the pet. Because I could trade my health for my mana. I can you know, trade my mana for health, and then I can also use my pet's health to, you know, take some of the hits and while I meditate or do whatever. So he said, yeah, respawn on the trash is pretty fast. Yeah, it's 16 minutes. Guess I'll move with you this time. Let's med a bit, though. He said, yeah, I need a better spot to sit, I guess. We were kind of inching forward, but it kind of caught up to us, and we got back spawned, I think, a little bit. So now we're going to start moving a little bit faster in. So I'm sorry we didn't really move too far. I moved from, like, the corner to the hallway. We literally moved, like, 10 feet forward. But hey, everything's dead, and next time you'll see the main course will be in the Shin Lord's room. At least killing PHs. I can't remember if there's more parts involved, but it's at least going to be a 3-part series, and it might be up to a 4 or 5-part series. So just letting you know, there'll at least be one more, and there could possibly be like a part 4 and part 5. So look forward to that. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel, and I'll see y'all next time. Comment below, you know, it helps a lot. And send me a tell in the game. I don't mind talking to anybody, especially it makes me I don't know, satisfied when somebody sends me a tell in the game like, hey, I watched your videos, keep up the good work, or great job, or whatever. Like, just sending me a tell and acknowledging that you know who I am and that I'm making videos and that you watched it, that makes me like satisfied. So I really appreciate it. Don't think it's weird or anything. You know, we don't got to talk for an hour. You know, you say, hey, I watched a video, and I say, hey, that's awesome, and you know, if it goes forward from there, it does, and if it doesn't, then it still makes me feel good. So appreciate it. So yeah, see y'all next time in part 4 of the Froglok Shin Lord, not the Ghoul Lord, you idiot. Peace.